We are preparing for Akropon for our weekend shows, and I want to believe for Shatta movement fans who are in Ghana and those who are around the eastern region and Accra, many have started even trooping to the town. Interestingly, most of these shows around such areas, I can tell you that people from the greater city, they go even more than those in the town. And if what I'm gathering is anything to go by, then it means that it is going to be a big day over the weekend in Akropon at Remus Lounge, where the opening of Shatta movement, the opening of Remus Lounge will be happening with Shatta Movement Empire. And that is what I wanted to say, not the opening of Shatta Movement. I beg you, forgive me there. Now, before we even go there, today in the news, we have all seen that Shatta Wale has released the track list for the SAFA album, and so many people are making commentaries on the track list, the features, the songs. Some of them they know already, and everybody wants to know what is yet to come out. And I want to go to my people, mention some of the songs on it and the features on it, and again get their first comments. And the pre-order is also on. Pre-order is active, so if you go online now, some people have started doing their pre-orders already. I want to ask my people whether they've also done their pre-orders. So Shatta posted a track list out now, pre-order available. And also, the big announcement is that the official date for the release of the album is also out now.
Guys, my name is Roland.
20th September 2024. That is when we are doing the release of the SAFA project, and everybody is ready. Go through the songs and let me see.
Okay, so for the songs on the SAFA, that is the Shatta and Fans album, it has Accra, produced by the Maker and Natty Boy Tattoo.
Okay.
It has
so hold on. Accra, we've already heard.
Yes, we've heard snippets of Accra. If you don't know Accra, they go show you iPhone 2 minutes. You go tend to kiss so bad. For Accra, they go take you go school. And
so I want to do something. I want to do a study with this.
Okay.
How many of the songs we've heard already, even before the full album comes out, and the ones we've not heard anything at all? I want to do that.
Okay.
So go ahead.
We've heard Accra. He's also premiered No Size.
No Size, we've heard it.
Yes, he's premiered No Size on TikTok. He's played snippets of it on TikTok.
Can you sing a line?
No size, I get it, no light. Darkness, no they run light. Make them come, make them come. Okay. Yeah, that song. And Blessings is already out.
Okay.
I know.
Fully out.
Fully out. I know it's also fully out.
Okay.
Minamino Sen is also fully out.
Okay.
Hey Uncle is not out yet. Man Call God has
but
also.
Hey Uncle too is played teaser.
He's played teaser?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Man Call God, he's also played a teaser on it. Demigod, he's not played Demigod teaser.
Yeah.
I know so. And they say, then
I remember some video he was in his range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Richest Man in Babylon, I've not heard it.
Yes, I think that one.
Yes.
We know the song.
Yes,
I'm not sure
I've not heard it. Snippets of it outside. Oja Fire featuring Wendy Shea.
That one too has not been played.
Killer Jimmy is already fully out. Preach On, none. He's not played. Shatta Lighter, he's played snippets of it.
Yeah.
And Money Man, he's not played snippets of Money Man also on there. So I think so far it's Money Man, Preach On, Oja, which is Fire featuring Wendy Shea, and Richest Man in Babylon.
Yeah.
Yes, and so far these are the songs that have not been heard at all. Okay. He's not premiered it, but the rest, we have Blessing, I Know, Minamino Sen, Killer Jimmy, 4 which are fully out and banging, officially out and banging, as well as others about 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, Hey Uncle 3, Man Call God 4, Demigod 5.
Man Call God.
Yeah. My life no one pause. That one is come off road because this guy is seeing breaking part. So he has about 5 of them all out, all premiered or giving a snippet or a teaser of them online, and these are the songs on there.
So 13 songs.
13 songs, you know.
And release date has now been scheduled for 20th September.
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
so in this case, how does it tell you the anticipation? The people have some taste of the songs already. They want to hear it more. Some people already, some of them, it is a hit song for them. They finished soaking them, and some are also new. How do you think the anticipation is out there based on what you are gathering?
Okay, so I think this is something that has not been done before.
Yeah.
There are songs that a song like I Know was made a hit by the fans. A song like Minamino Sin was also made a hit. You know, there are certain songs that the musicians orchestrate the hit. Like they start a challenge or something and the fans takes over and it catches fire. Okay. But a song like Minamino Sin was a song that was released for a certain purpose. But out of the love or the connection that the fans had, they now related to the song. Even though Shatta before that had released so many songs. So many songs, about 20 to 30 songs, even before the release of Minamino Sin. Okay. But then, the connection that the fans had, even though the song was addressing certain things that he wanted to get off his chest, were able to make that song a hit, and wherever you go, that song is being played. Another song like Killer Jimmy, we all know how it also came. So, I believe that this particular project, or this particular album, from the fans to Shatta Wale himself, whatever the connection is, I think the fans indirectly or directly demanded for the album and Shatta gave to them. Okay. So I now understand why he would want to even premiere some of them or give snippets of it. And I believe that is what has even kept the anticipation on. You know, Shatta knows how to keep anticipation about his project. Other projects that did not even come out, he was able to keep suspense and talkability for 3 years. 3 solid years, and it did not die until the final blow came that, okay, will not be released and all that. So, for him to keep anticipation, he's always found a way, depending on the project that he's about to release, found a way to suit the promo of the project or how to keep talkability around it. And this time, unlike any other album, most of the time, sometimes it is not every album that he premieres some of the songs. Okay. It is not every album that he releases some of the songs beforehand. But this particular one, looking at the nature of it and how he would want to present it to the fans, he would want the fans to decide which songs should be a hit on that particular project. Okay. Sometimes they drop it, and the fans will just go and pick the ones that they would want to consume. So you see an album of, let's say, 10 songs, and about 5 or 6 are hits. Okay. That one is there. But this one, he threw it out to the fans, and they are rather cooking up the songs. They are rather making it a hit. So yes, that's a bold risk. I always say that's a very bold risk that he's taking, and I believe it is working for him for SAFA. So I wouldn't be surprised if by the release or like during after he's done releasing the whole project, we will have about 10 songs or even or more, or probably all the songs on the project hit songs, because the fans are really consuming even the ones that are being premiered in the crowd. You go to nightlife places and you see them just play that snippet that he just premiered, and they can't wait for the whole project.
Well, let me also go on to Team Solomon, because this is something that has not been done by any artist to release an album, and already about out of the 13 songs, only 4 are not known. The rest are all known. This is something unprecedented. Let me ask Chemo what it means to consumers and what it means to even the business of the musician as well. Chemo.
Yeah. It's interesting and it's unconventional. What I would say is that Shatta, if he was to be a politician, he knows how to talk to his constituents. Like he can, they can get him. Like the fans get the message the way they want it. And Shatta, I think he listens. Okay. He gauges how the fans are behaving and then act accordingly. So far so good. I think it is working for him.
Okay.
And the way that he's doing it, I mean, it's difficult for corporate labels or record labels, as we call them, to follow such a plan or ways. It will be difficult for them. This is unconventional, and you see, when you have a winning formula, or when you know, or if you know how the system is, and you can play to it, like you can do what will make you win all the time, why not? You have to do it. And I think Shatta has learnt that thing, and he's using it in his advantage. I mean, look at the way that he can just, like Roland said, even before Blessings will come out, like fully officially come out, he played just a snippet of it online, and then it was like that's the whole song. People were using it for so many things, and then people were even using it to deceive others that Shatta Wale has dropped the song, and they are giving it. Yes, exactly.
It's true.
Do you know what that thing will do? It will give the search engines term, like it will give that thing that any time that anybody pushes just anything about Blessing, it will pop up. Because a lot of people already have been searching for it. So it will give him, when it comes to search optimization engine, it's on top. Like you won't even type everything. If you type Shatta Wale Blessings featuring Amrado, will just will come up for you to take it. So this is one of the ways that you see that he's winning. Because people are searching for it already. People are typing it. People are attaching it to other things, trying to deceive people, and it will give that thing to the advantage is that it will be easy to get it when you are searching for it. So that's one of the positives coming out of his way of doing things. And again, the fans love it this way because he's doing it in a way that you don't really know how to place him. And the fans love it. And it is so unconventional. The unpredictable nature of it. Why the fans love it? I think because even within the fans, they are all not the same. We have those who want Shatta to be gentle. We want those he has those who want him to be Shatta uye gidi gidi, as Achipalago said, and he used to do his song. So he has the corporate people, the gidi gidi people, and then in between them, and he's serving everybody. That's why his name will continue to be in every news, as he said in his song. Like, I'm the news, I'll keep you talking. He's always in the news, and it is because of the way he's been exactly and
unconventional
nature of it, and he's winning. So for me, I think
can anybody do it like that?
It will be you can try. So until I wouldn't say anybody can do it, but I will also say that nobody can do it. Just you to sacrifice and let's see.
And try.
That's the thing. Until you venture into the limit of possibility, you have to venture into the limit of impossibility. You have to try that. This is impossible. So if you get it, then it is possible. That is it. So, but until then, I think it will be difficult. And if you don't have, if you can't afford the risk, then I would advise you not to take it. Especially some of us, we don't like taking risk. We always want to know that we will win in terms of percentage higher before we will advise you to take it. When the percentage of winning is low, we don't advise you to do it. And for Shatta, he's winning. To minimum to try beta. I in the man say my bet in the compilation school.
Anyways, this is still Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV, and we are seated with a gentleman who know what you want to hear, not what you want, not what you want to tell them to say. Roland Abati, as well as the Team Dodi Solomon, and let me also say big ups to Theophilus as well as Bujulens for putting the content together. Now, because we'll be rushing out of the office, we'll be doing our very last topic for today. And I want to start this with Roland because I suspect Roland has been a part of this particular agenda and he was not talking about it. Chabo, so here in Accra, we saw some billboards some months ago with the new force, spelled F-O-R-C-E. That is the new force.
Force.
Later, we all got to know that the new force was what's his name?
Cheddar.
Bediako Cheddar. Nana Kwame, that is the new force movement.
Yes.
Later, we all got to know that he was the one behind it when finally the billboards were exposed. Whilst we were still thinking about what the new force would do, we saw some new billboards also emerging. And this time round, these billboards were called the new falls, which is F-A-L-S-E, the new falls. Today, we heard the new falls will be unveiled. Lo and behold, when we checked out the unveiling, it came out to be Lekzy the comic as the new falls. And people are online saying, how did Lekzy beat everybody to this? Like Lekzy beat there were some people who even accused some politicians for being behind the new falls.
Of course.
They were mentioning some politicians. We woke up today and it is the new force, which is Lekzy the Comics new show. In fact, when I even saw, I said, is he hiding behind it? And that there is the original new force which will come down. But I was also said, no, he can't do that because if you do that, someone can chase you. Because someone creates something, you cannot say you are the one and you own it out. Bro, what did you guys do? What did you guys do? Like, I want to understand it.
So Too Cute to Be Mute Entertainment is Lekzy's company, and he's been doing his comedy specials for I think about 3 years now. He's done 2 at the National Theatre. No, he started with Snap Cinemas, then did the first one at the National Theatre, then another one, which was last year. That is the campaign message. So this year is actually a continuation of the campaign message. You know, last year and this year we are in a political season. We are in a political season, and that political tension definitely starts from last year into this particular year. So the new force actually just wants to highlight the serious. It has different interpretations though. We have different type of interpretations to the new force. The first one has to do with the unveiling of the comic side of the politicians. Because we are in a political season and this particular era that we are in is very tensious, we would want to unveil the comic side, tell that funny side of the politicians just to ease tension. We all know how this kind of tension can just escalate into a different conversation. Just one person saying something about the other that the other may not like can escalate things. And in our creative art space, so many people do not have the license or are even afraid to attempt such things because it is either you be tagged party A or party B, which may damage your career. But a fraction of the creatives that seem to have that particular license are comedians who can pick. That is the ones who even have the heart, who can pick on serious issues concerning the state or in the political arena, make fun out of it, so people can know that, okay, yes, we may be living with this problem, but can we laugh at our own pains so we can ease our BP down? And that is one vision of the new force. So it is just about unveiling the comic side of the political arena. The other explanation is the new force. So we are in a dispensation where now false can be carved as truth. Something that is false can be carved as the truth. And an example, a typical example, a pictorial representation is the mountain of those billboards. That was the test. We should see, you can go online and see the explanations that people gave to it. Okay, this person, I know who is behind the new force. It is an agenda by this political party just to defame this party. And See, they are the party followers of those people believed it. They believed it. You will be there. I am handling those pages, and you make posts and you see people coming to comment. So some people say it was Woon to me that was behind it. Yeah, others were, and with the power and authority with which they were speaking, you should also understand that we are in a dispensation where the false can be carved as truth, just to deceive you to win your political vote or the political power. So on that day, those false that are being decorated now in manifestos as truth, as promises, will be exposed. Those things will also happen, and that is another interpretation of the new false. And the last one has to do with giving the people some form of experientials as far as event is concerned through comedy and music. And Lekzy the comic is ready to venture that. You know, his plan this, like I said earlier, is a continuation of the campaign message. The campaign message is similar to the new force, which was also talking about the campaign messages that they give you, and later those messages, when you reflect on it, hey, they told me this, they told me that, not a show. And that is, these messages campaign you. So that's brought the name the campaign message. And this time it is the new false, which is the false that are being carved as truth, and we would be uncovering them, all of them, all the political parties. So when you take a look at the art cover, Lekzy the comic is sitting on an elephant, holding an umbrella, and there are butterflies around him. And there's a chicken behind the elephant, but the elephant is covering the chicken. So on that day, all the pieces on the artwork will be unveiled, and the explanations to everything on the cover art will come out and explain very well through comedy for people to enjoy.
I see. Well, the new false. Today I know online people are just surprised, like, how did Lekzy beat us to this? We are still waiting for it. So the announcement for his next special. Yeah,
28 September.
28 September.
At the UPSA auditorium.
UPSA auditorium.
Yeah.
We pray that we all be alive to go see how the new force will be played out. Well, let me go on to Jamo and ask him what he also thinks about the idea, the project, the deception. Yes, and the make-believe that Lekzy and his team put out there. Jamo.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting one. Me too, yes. I didn't pay attention to the artwork or the billboards from the beginning, but I saw it. And the impression that I got was a political opponent trying to go at this guy, Cheddar. Yeah, I got that impression. I thought that, okay.
But that was what everybody thought.
I got the impression that maybe a political party also trying to go at Cheddar is doing this. So in my head, I was like, Cheddar, now have you seen the mistake that you made? You can't do politics in this way. Like that's what was going through my head. Like, Cheddar, this one that you brought yourself now. Now look at where you are, because you can't do anything to the person doing this, and the idea is also not looking good.
Yes, for you.
Yes, looking good for you. The sound of it, because you will not even check the spelling. So the sound of it, and people seeing this spelling can have an impression in their head that Cheddar is coming to, fool us. That's why he's the new false, kind of. So there were so many things that you can play around, and it will not look good for Cheddar. That's the thing. In fact, that was what was going through my head. I didn't pay much attention that who is actually behind it or what is it, but in my head I was like, Cheddar, now look at what you have caused. It's like, you are going to suffer the political game that you try to play. And then this thing came out, boom, like that. And I'm impressed. I think so far, Lekzy the comic, he's been doing well when it comes to playing with words and the way that it will sound to you and how he will go about it. I think so far so good for him. And as for his the way he does it, I mean, we know the person who has been doing something like that for a long time. KSM has done something like that, and he's following that footsteps. KSM has done 2 political theme kind of comedy that I was part of it. The first one was politically incorrect. I mean, and it was a hit. He spoke about how politicians do their campaign, the tactics that they use, and even how newspapers report about politicians, those who are for and those who are against. He did it, and it was a hit. And then in the latter part, or the last time that he did something like that, it was called the KSM on Chain. So that one I was part of it. Like I played the role, big role in it. So I remember what went on, and that one too, he did something similar to how politicians do their things in Ghana here, and then try to make fun of some of their slogans and other stuff. So I think Lekzy is picking the same part, and if you are how do I put it, like if you learn, or if you know how the political terrain is, you will get a lot of materials to play around, but you have to be careful. Because I remember when KSM, the last one that he did, the KSM on Chain, some of the jokes, he will tell us, this is what I'm going to do, what do you think about it? It wasn't like he planned it and then one day he will bring it out. No, sometimes we have to debate about it, like, hey, boss, this one, the change the bibi kakra or something like that. And so me, what I would say is that he should be careful about that thing. That's it. And if you get it right, to a lot of people will love you for such works. Just that it's a difficult task to execute. So you have to plan and also learn, so that you know what you are talking about. You won't go there and say anything and people will go like, you this guy, you don't know what you are talking about. Because the thing is, you are not only going to say comic things for people to like. You are going to use actual things, like facts, that you are going to play around. And
that will come out exposed.
Yes, exactly. So you have to know, like, okay, this is this. And the way you present it, people will know that you know what you're talking about, and this is why you said it this way or that way, before you twist it to make it funny or whatever. So for me, I think he's picking a very huge challenge. But because he has done one and it was successful, the campaign, I was there. I went there with my wife. That day we were there, and it was and it was successful. So I think he's ready for the task, and I wish him all the best. I think so far so good.
Okay, so let me ask you guys 1 minute. Knowing the new force was an agenda for a politician, and the impression of the new force, which created in our minds that, oh, okay, then someone is telling us lies. And that is the force we saw with the latest, or with the last kind of batch of billboards we saw in town. Around that time, did it have some negative effect on Cheddar and his campaign? When the new force came up, the conversations around it,
the impression wasn't good, because no one was talking to push it. It will not, for me, it will not really affect him, because there wasn't any voice behind or pushing things. That would be disaster for Cheddar. But because there were no voices, or there were no voice behind that new force, it's okay for him. But the impression there is there, like, hey, so the impression wasn't good for Cheddar. That one there, it wasn't. But it will not really affect him, because there were no voice, or there were no serious campaign pushing the new force. That's it.
Bro, 1 minute.
Well, I also don't think it affected him that much, because even though there were no voices, or nobody was talking about owning up to those billboards as at that time, he, Cheddar, and his team also did not their own business. Besides, even for a shade, they did not stand in saying, okay, we feel we are being shaded by somebody or we feel we are being attacked by someone. They went about doing their own business. Yeah. Besides, even if it was a political party's agenda self, him defending his stuff and keeping silent over it helped him. Yeah. Because if he had said something about it then, it would have escalated the whole issue. Yeah. It would have changed the whole topic. Somebody is doing his thing and some people are alleging that he is referring to you. When you respond to it in that manner, and now the person is not talking. The person has just shown a sign. The person has not said anything that you can base on to hold on and say, oh, I feel you are doing this to me and it is not fair. So whatever you say would rather be divided into the person's voice and yours. And that wouldn't utter well for he and his team. So I am happy they also kept their cool and continue to do their work. And in fact, they were campaigning, they are seriously campaigning, and that is where the focus was for them. So yes, even if there was an effect, I don't think that it got to them so much. Yeah. I don't think it got to them.
Well, this is it, 28th September at the UPSA Hall. We will all be there to witness the new force and what it means to this year's elections. Because Roland was telling us earlier that the theme will surely be about politicians and their electioneering campaign. Because if you see him sitting on an elephant holding an umbrella with elephants and chickens and coconut trees and
butterfly,
all those things and flying around, you should know what to expect. And I also know Lekzy does something beautiful. He would invite these same politicians to come there to witness it. The other day he was even, is it the same show he wants Shatta to be a part of?
So last 2 years he brought, that was the comeback of Funny Face. Last year's own was Captain Smart. Okay. And this year, yes, we're looking for Shatta. But this time we've not confirmed Shatta yet. So what we want to do is we've thrown it to the general public for them to suggest the person that they want him on the platform.
Oh, I see. Well, never say never.
Of
Let's
course.
see how it goes. My name is Sammy Flex. This has been Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. I did this with Roland Amate, who is in the middle representing Shatta movement. Roland Report on YouTube and RolandReport.com, as well as in Team Dodi Solomon. You can also call him Chemo. Chemo is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited and Intidosu Digital Solutions to take care of your marketing, online promotions, monetization, and management as well. And the production squad, Theophilus, as well as man like Buju Lens. Until we meet again, remember to subscribe to us and always be here because Showbiz lives here. We're coming your way with another short edition for Friday, so we enjoy some more. Until then, we're out of here. Bye bye.